Here's space. There's enough room for all.
Gosh, how many are there?
More elbow room. Okay.
Rockford. Okay. Well, I guess somebody's left an empty Shadish wrapper down there and a Sagres bottle or something to change to that. Right. But anyway, to cut a long story short, they dumped them everywhere where, you know, when they're coming to the New World, and fairly certain that Wanda Bermudes was the guy who dumped them here, as they did elsewhere, and everywhere they became, you know, they just had all the stock come in, and so they were tainted except for one island, which is an island called Ossabaw Island. It's an estuarial island right off of Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
They have records on the two primary herds in that thing for 350 years.
Oh my God.
The island was privately owned right up until maybe 10, 15 years ago, to my absolute amazement. It was actually the family that owned it, very deeply seated here, the Humphreys family. And I was talking with a friend of mine, oh yeah, I went down there with Shirley one time, you know, her auntie owned it, you know, and these are all Bermudians. But that was the only purebred. I actually got my purebreds out of Mount Vernon in DC.
Okay.
And,
oh wow.
And it was pretty hysterical when we went out some fun to shoot up some of the 4 pigs in a carrier crate, right?
Yes.
But so we brought them in. We actually brought them in 2007. So we'd have 2 years to breed for our 400th anniversary, and we had a bit of fun with that because you know, we had a rather mischievous, to put it very politely, premier that was very confused as to who the public person was. And so anyway, I put a little blurb up here, and I said these pigs were originally brought in by Juan de Bermudes on his ship La Garza, which of course is Spanish for the heron. And I had a pair of black and white ones and a black female. And of course that premier's name happened to be Wanda. And anyway, I said, so the black and white female the black male is Larry La Garza. The black female is Lizzie La Garza. The black female is Wanda Bermudes. So we had a bit of fun with that.
Sure.
But they have some interesting characteristics in that they have a non-insulin, insulin-dependent diabetes, something going on with that. So apparently they're very valuable for research. But to just kill it, genetics to me, right? It's just kill it. It's a real deal. It is red meat, okay? It's not some damn wishy-washy stuff from Omaha somewhere. You know, fed GM corn all its life.
That's right.
Yeah, it's something we're very sensitive to. We don't like anything GM.
Well, it's a problem. It's a big problem.
It's extremely difficult.
Well, you know. And here you got Tom Vilsack, the Secretary of Ag, you know? You know, so glancing over the whole thing. I've put a lot of money into fighting this thing myself. You know, and the main spearhead of the guy right now is a friend called Jim Garrison up in a place called Wood Prairie Farm in Maine.
Okay.
And we're sticking our necks out. Friggin', we've had enough, you know?
These agribusinesses, are they some...
Well, there's 4 major corporations totally buggering the whole
world.
The whole thing, right? Feeding, you know. Did you see Food Inc., the movie?
Oh yes, I did.
How'd you like the evolution part? You know, where they got the ape, and you know, as it comes up, and then they arrive at the human with a huge pot belly, nice, you know. And you know, and you get guys like Joel Salatin who are in Food Inc. He was the good guy. They're a very radical guy. He serves on the same production board that I serve on in the States, the American Pasture Poultry Board. I actually have to speak at his farm at a field day for 1,000 people on the 9th of next month. But there is a hardcore movement, and I'm the foreign expert, I guess. I don't know jack around here, but as soon as I touch foot in the States, I'm...
You don't need to be an expert.
Yeah.
To be concerned.
Like everybody else has various qualifications. I have a DIP ag, that'd be a 2-year diploma in ag, and a QBE. Do you know what QBE is? That'd be qualified by experience, I guess. Okay. Everybody else thinks it's some great, you know...
it's a title.
Yeah, a great title, you know, because they have the OB and stuff. I just slam it on there, nobody even asks. It's hysterical. But yeah, so our whole MO... just so you know what was happening, we started in we got obliterated by Hurricane Paget about 7-8 years ago, and we were wondering how to kick into it down, because it's a big, we conventionally
involved.
Yeah, and so it wasn't a problem after everything you had worked for 30-odd years for. It was completely obliterated, right? You got to, this is really simple. We zip left. And which point we started getting, we got our first 100 broilers.
Yes,
We did.
And I'm working 300 of them up on the hill where I keep my 50 female sheep up there. 50 girls.
We saw them.
Rather large. You didn't see any of them. These are here. They're way up on the hill.
Oh, okay, much further over.
And those are just the youth guys there. Those are the dinners.
Okay.
And the Dorper Lamb, that's the breed that we have. It's an interesting sheep unto itself. It's a cross between a Dorset and a Persian sheep. It's been a registered breed in South Africa for about 50 years. And I got hold of these things through a friend that I met at college who ended up coming to work. He was actually milking cows outside of town, and we just became friends. And now, our latest achievement was that we had some visitors from England who are big into many different breeds of sheep. This is sort of a show farm. They've got them, and one of their daughters is a dentist or something in the Royal Navy. Well, now that they're shipping them to places like St. Helena, so I feel pretty, it's more than just me growing a couple of cabbages,
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got a whole lot more going on.
That's wonderful.
And
wonderful.
It's pretty cool stuff. So we started with pasture poultry, and then we were putting the layers in behind the scratch behind. I'll tell you what, our soil fertility is just skyrocketing. And our disease, as a result, our disease pressure has gone way down. And of course, nobody wants to pay you for clean food.
That's ridiculous.
You get 87 rum and cokes and not asking the price. You want one string bean. Tying you up to the whipping post.
You're a good man.
I do the best I can. Yeah. But I'm glad I caught you.
Yeah,
Because
So are we.
Dean said you were coming through, and I thought it was a little early. And we also have a hydroponic greenhouse. If you see the plastic tunnels there, I just put in 3 of those. That's what they call a hay grove tunnel. It's not really a greenhouse per se. It's referred to as a crop shelter. And we just got obliterated. We find every year 25,000 strawberries. And basically it's about 1.5 acres. And last year and the year before, it just ripped into holy hell out in the northwest. And bye-bye. That's $5,000 in plants. Okay?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then you gotta stick your ass up in the air for about a week to get them in and gone, right? And that's the second time that's happened in succession. We then had 2 back-to-back, our prime season is spring, back-to-back droughts. And
Yes, unbelievable. It's that global warming. It's affecting.
something's going on.
It's not good.
It's not what it used to be.
No.
And I think you need to accept it as change. So what we've done is put them up. And it's great. We're banging them up in the middle of winter. And here comes the first gales. The next gale is forecast. I think we'd already lost some very plastic shit at the skies. So we got some, better not put the plastic on it, because, oh gosh, that could blow away. So let me tell you something. You're putting the plastic on. You're putting it on today, because if these things blow away, I'm not putting any more on.
That's it.
And it shook, rattled, and rolled a little bit,
But it's
still there.
unbelievable.
Pretty cool stuff, and then it's, as everybody says, does the government help you? And I say, shit, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, they didn't even give me a glass of ice water after I lost $250,000 in 24 hours in pavement. And so if you're waiting for help, do not know what
Sounds familiar. It sounds like what is happening.
Although in the States they still have agricultural subsidies, but those are very large agribusiness
Well,
farms.
that's
For
and that's all
monoculture.
for GM corn. Have you
And
seen the
that's
movie
For
King Corn?
monocultures, yes, I did.
King Corn?
Yes,
See,
I
how'd
did.
you like that one, right? They go and spray something, right?
I mean, it's going the wrong way. They're helping the wrong people. They don't need the help. They don't need the help. It's the small family.
No, we're just having fun. I just got some.
It's family farmers. Smells like a pond. I smell pond-like. Oh, damn, it's like bamboo.